Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tado Jayamudiriye. Nastaprayeshu abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavate Uttamasloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki Prayena Alpaishu Sabhya Kalosmin Yuge Jana Manda Sumanda Matayo Manda Bhagyo Pakutaha Dharmasthanusita pumsham Visvakshena katasuna Natpadayo Natiradam Shamayevahi Kevalam. Nigamakalpataror galitam palam Sukamukadamruta dravya samyutam Pibata Bagavatam rasamalayam Muhuraho rasika bhavibhuvakaha. Reading from Srimad Bagavatam, Canto 11, Chapter 3, text number 39-40. 39. Shrunvan Subhadrani Ratangapane Jatmani Karmani Chayani Loke Gitani Namani Tad Artakani Gayan Vilojo Vichare Lasanga. Shruvan, hearing, Subhadrani, all auspicious, Ratanga Pane, of the Supreme Lord, who holds a chariot, a wheel in his hand, in his pastime of fighting with grandfather Bhishma. Janmani, the appearances, Karmani, activities, Cha and Jani, which Loke in this world, Gitani are chanted. Namani, names, Tat, Artakani, signifying these appearances and activities. Gayan, singing. Vilajaha, free from embarrassment. Vicharet, one should wander. Asangaha, without material association. Translation, purport given by Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. An intelligent person who has controlled his mind and conquered fire should give up all attachment to material objects such as wife, family and nation, and should wander freely without embarrassment, hearing and chanting the holy names of the Lord, the bearer of the chariot wheel. The holy names of Krishna are all auspicious because they describe the transcendental birth and activities which he performs within the world for the salvation of the conditioned souls. Thus, the holy names of the Lord are sung throughout the world. The holy names of Krishna are all auspicious because they describe his transcendental birth and activities which he performs within this world for the salvation of the conditioned souls. Thus, the holy names of the Lord are sung throughout the world. Purport, translation purport given by disciples of Bhaktivedanta Srila Prabhupada. Since the holy names, forms and pastimes of the Supreme Personality of Godhead are unlimited, no one can hear or chant about all of them. Therefore, the word Loke indicates that one should chant the holy names of the Lord that are well known on this particular planet. With this world, Lord Rama and Krishna are very famous. Their books, Ramayana and Bhagavad Gita, are studied and released all over the world. Similarly, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has gradually becomes famous all over the world as he himself predicted. Prithvi ache yata nagaradi grama sarvatra prachara haibe moro nama. Prithvi ache yata nagaradi grama sarvatra prachara haibe moro nama. Prithvi ache nagaradi grama. Prithvi ache yata nagaradi grama. Prithvi ache yata nagaradi grama sarvatra prachara haibe mora nama. In every town and village on this earth, the glories of my name will be chanted. Therefore, in conformity with the authorized statement of this verse, Srimad Bagavatam Krishna Conscious Movement emphasizes the Maha Mantra Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Along with the Panchatattva Maha Mantra, Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. According to Srila Sridhara Goswami, this blissful process of chanting the holy names of the Lord without any material consumption is called Sugamam Margam, a very enjoyable path. Similarly, Lord Krishna has described this process of Bhakti Yoga as Susukam Kartum Avyayam, very joyful performed. Sri Lochan Das Thakur has sung Sabha Avatara Sara Siromani Kevala Ananda Kanda. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's process for worshipping Krishna as Kevala Ananda Kanda. In this consciousness, Srila Prabhupada has started that people in any part of the world can assemble, chant Hare Krishna mantra, read from authorized books such as Bhagavad Gita as it is, and accept Krishna Prasadam sumptuously, just as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did in Navadipa. To be successful in program, however, Lochan Das Thakur has warned Vishaya Chadya, one must give up material sense gratification. If one indulges in material sense gratification, surely he will be in the bodily concept of life. One who is in the bodily concept of life will undoubtedly have a materialistic understanding of the pastimes of the Supreme Personality of God. Thus, by considering the Lord's pastimes mundane, one will come within the category of Mayavada or impersonalism, in which one considers the transcendental body of the Lord is to be creation of the material nature. Therefore, the word Asanga in this verse is very significant. One must chant the holy names of the Lord. Without mental speculation, one must accept the Lord Krishna as he presents himself in Bhagavad Gita, wherein he states that he alone is Purushottama, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and that his transcendental form is eternal. Ajopi san avyatma. Srila Ji Goswami has emphasized Yani Shastra Dwara Sat Parampara Dwara Cha Loke Gitani Janmani Karmani Cha Tani Shrinvan Gayam Cha. If one wants to be successful in chanting and hearing the holy names of God, one must adopt the process as it is coming down in the Sat Parampara, the transcendental disciplic succession, and the Sat Parampara can be identified by reference to bona fide Vedic scriptures. Contrary to the opinion of uninformed critics, the followers of Krishna consciousness are not mindless or fanatical. The intelligent follow the system of checks and balances called Guru, Shadhu and Shastra. That is, one must accept a bona fide spiritual master who must in turn be conformed by the opinion of great saintly persons and revealed scriptures. If one accepts bona fide spiritual master, follows the example of great saintly persons, and becomes conversant with authorized literature such as Bhagavad Gita as it is and Srimad Bagavatam, one's program of chanting the holy names of the Lord or hearing about the Lord's pastimes will be completely successful, as Krishna states in Bhagavad Gita 4:9. Janma karma chame divam yevam yo veti tatvataha tyaktva deham punarjanma naiti mamaiti Arjuna. One who knows the transcendental nature of my appearance and activities does not, upon leaving the body, take his birth again in the material world, but attains my eternal abode, O Arjuna. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur has stated that throughout the world the Supreme Lord is known by many names, some of them expressed in vernacular language, but any name used to indicate the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is one without a second, beyond the influence of material nature, can be accepted as a holy name of God according to this verse that is indicated by the word okay. One should not misinterpret the word vicharet. One should wonder to mean that while chanting the holy names of Krishna, one may go anywhere or engage in any activity without discrimination. Therefore, it is stated, vicharet asangaha. One may wander freely, but at the same time, one must strictly avoid the association of those who are not interested in Krishna consciousness or who are engaged in sinful life. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu stated, asat sanga tyaga ye vaishnava chara. Vaishnava is known by complete avoidance of all mundane association. If in the course of traveling and chanting the glories of Lord Vaishnava, preacher finds a submissive non-devotee who is willing to hear about Krishna, the preacher will always give merciful association to such a person, but Vaishnava should strictly avoid those who are not interested in hearing about Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. So in this particular sloka, the Navayogendras, one of the Navayogendras has elaborated the importance of the holy names and the role played by the devotees by chanting the holy names of the Lord. It is therefore there are 4 yugas, namely Satyuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapara Yuga and Kali Yuga. It's called Chatur Yuga. In this Chatur Yuga, it is like a cycle which goes on and from Satya Yuga to Treta Yuga to Dwapara Yuga and Dwapara Yuga to Kali Yuga. And again, when Kali Yuga completes its term, then Satyuga again starts. It's like a cycle, goes on and again comes back. So like this, in every yuga there is some path is recommended, some devotional path is recommended by scriptures. Particular devotional path is prescribed or recommended in the scriptures. Namely, in Satyuga, there is a sloka in Bagavatam, Kritaye dhyayato Vishnum Tretayam yajato makai Dwapare paricharyayam Kalitat sankirtanam. In Satyuga, people used to meditate and do dhyan towards the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and they used to go to the abode of Lord. In Treta Yuga, through yagnas, devotees used to do yagna for the deities, and but through that process they used to promote to the kingdom of Godhead. In Dwapara Yuga, by performing deity worship, like offering bhoga to Krishna, doing Sodasapaka Upachar, and decorating the deities with garlands, flowers, also with amazing, beautiful, marvelous ornaments, and also painting deities and worship deities regularly. Through this process, in Dwapara Yuga, they used to go to the kingdom of Godhead. In Kali Yuga, since Kali is Kalosmin Yugejana, in Kali, the people of Kali is the very name denotes that Kali means hypocrisy. People are not truthful, people are not chaste, and people are not are very cunning, and also people are very lazy, and they are very manda buddhi, and also they have very less knowledge about the goal of the human beings. So in spite of all these doshas or faults in Kali, as Bhagavatam says in one of its cantos, that Kalo, it says that in Kali Yuga, it is full of faults and doshas, hypocrisy, but still Kali has its very special quality or special special golden opportunity for the people of Kali, that just by performing Sankirtana, they can get the liberation. Kalosmin, it says that this special quality is recommended by, inundated by Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu when he came as a devotee before 500 years before. So, why we want to chant these holy names? What is the reason? Why not other names and why not other gods? But why only these holy names? Because in Kali Santarana Upanishad, the Upanishad says that iti sodasakam nam kali kalmasha nashanam natara paratara payo sarva vedeshu dushite. In Purana also it says, in Bagavatam also it says, Kaler dosha nidhi raja asti eko mahogunam kirtanadeva krishnasya mukta sangha param rajit. If the age of Kali is full of false and conspiracies and full of interpretations, full of ignorance, lot of sense gratification, Kali is filled with all sorts of faults, miseries and duplicities, except the Krishna consciousness, except performing Krishna consciousness. So, it says that in Kali Santana Upanishad that Kale Dosha Nidhi Raja, I mean, there is no alternative, there is no alternative except the chanting of the holy names of the Lord. Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Namaiva Kevalam, Kalau Nastaiva, Nastaiva, Nastaiva Gatiranyada. There is no other Gati, there is no other opportunity, there is no other chance except for chanting the holy names of the Lord. So, Kali, the why we have to chant the holy names? Because it is Yuga Dharma. Because every Yuga has its own Dharma to perform their devotion services. Through that devotion services, one can attain the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So that is why the chanting of the holy names is Param Satya, it is called. And it is ultimate goal. There is no other process which is equal or which is beyond this process. Because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says that Prithviyache Sarva Prithviyache Yata Nagara Gramadi Sarvatra Prachara Haibe Mora Nama. These holy names are going to be preached in each village and towns. It's going to be spread throughout all the villages and throughout all the villages and in the towns and cities also. So, Mahaprabhu has predicted every town and village is going to chant my holy names in future. Therefore, it is confirmed in Bagavatam that the Hare Krishna mantra and the Mahaprabhu, the Panchatattva mantra, one should chant Panchatattva mantra, Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktara. This Panchatattva mantra is chanted before chanting the holy names of the Lord, because these Panchatattva are the worshipable deities of Kali Yuga. This Chaitanya is Krishna himself, Nityananda is Balaram himself, Advaita is Vishnu and Shiva's incarnation, Gadadhara is Srimati Radharani, who is the consort of Krishna and internal potency of Krishna, and Srivas is the great Vaishnava Narada Muni, who is incarnated as Srivas Prabhu. Where in 500 years before, in Srivas' house, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his associates and his pure devotees of the Lord were performing Sankirtan on a daily basis, and no impure devotee is allowed inside that Srivas' house. It was so pure and it was so restricted. Only pure devotees can chant. can enter into the Shiva's house. So according to Srila Sridhara Goswami, the blissful process of chanting the holy names of the Lord without any material conception is called Sugamam Margam. And also in Bhagavad Gita also it is stated that Rajavidya Rajaguhyam Pavitram Idamuttamam Pratyaksha Vagamam Susukam Kartum Avyam. This the glories of the holy names and Bhagavad Gita is Susukam. It gives so much happiness, and also it is very saral, very easy to chant, very easy to follow, and very easy to preach also to others. It is Susukam Kartum. So Susukam Kartum, very joyfully it is performed without any obstacles, without any hardships, without any great endeavors or great energy is not required for this. Just stay where you are and just chant the holy names of the Lord. If you are in the house, you can chant the holy names of the Lord. Chant for 2 hours, get up early in the morning, if not possible, afternoons or evenings. Just chant for 1 hour and 1 hour, 2 hours. Chant these holy names. Get purified yourself. Purify your place. Purify your existence. Purify your family members also by chanting the holy names of the Lord. All the living entities who are around you will also get purified, because if one chants the holy name of the Lord, the holy names of the Lord is so powerful, it is so enchanting, it is so amazing, it is so attractive that even when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was performing Sankirtan in the forest of Jharkhand, the trees, plants, animals who are enemies of themselves joined together, gathered at one place and started dancing and giving response to holy names chanted by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in a place called Jharkhand, in that Jharkhand forest. So the holy names are so powerful, even animals also, they get attracted, they get enchanted by hearing the holy names of the Lord. So it is Kevala Ananda Kanda, it is a very blissful, simply joyful. So that is why our founder Acharya is Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada has recommended that no great efforts are required and no talents are required, and also no qualification is required to chant the holy names of the Lord. Even a Chandala also can chant. If he chants, he will be relieved from all sinful activities and all karmic activities. It is Susukam Kartam of him. One becomes blissful by chanting the holy names of the Lord. And that's why Srila Prabhupada recommends that chant the holy names of the Lord, dance along with the devotees, read Shastras like Srimad Bhagavad Gita and Bagavatam, had some Suas Krishna Prasadam, and be happy. No hard and fast rules in this Krishna consciousness. Just chant the holy names of the Lord, take the devotees association, go to our temples, speak with the devotees of the Lord, discuss with them. Machchitta madgada prana bodhayantaha parasparam kadayantischa mam nityam dushyanchite ramanchita. Whenever the devotees gather together, their life and soul is only to glorify Krishna's name, form, Leela, and the glories of the holy names of the Lord. For this, there is only one qualification, that you should be far away from materialistic people and also far away from material desires, far away from mundane persons, and you should give up all sort of sense gratification activities. If one indulges in materially sense gratification, surely he will be in the bodily concept of life. And one more thing recommended by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Asat Sangatyago Vaishnavacharya. If one wants to be very serious in chanting the holy names of the Lord or practicing Krishna consciousness, one should give up the association of non-devotees who are worldly minded people. They are always after wine and women, and also they are always after earning money more and more and more and more and more. So it is better to avoid association of those people. Instead, if the non-devotees who are willing to hear from you about the glories of the holy names of the Lord or glories of the pastimes of the Lord, then you can instruct them, you can advise them, you can preach them and make them devotees. But those people who doesn't have faith in the holy names of the Lord, please don't preach them, because they may offend to the holy names of the Lord, by so that we will also be a victim for that in that situation. So it's better to avoid those people who offend the holy names of the Lord or who doesn't have faith in the holy names of the Lord. And another qualification of this chanting the holy names of the Lord is one should also be accept the bona fide spiritual master who comes from disciplic succession, from Krishna to Brahma, Brahma to Narada, Narada to Vyasadev, and Vyasadev to Padmanabha. Like this, there is a disciplic succession. So one should take part, or one should accept those spiritual masters who comes from the disciplic succession only. So if one wants to be completely successful in Krishna consciousness, one should always accept bona fide spiritual master, because Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita 4:9, Janma karma chame divyam evam yoveti tatvataha tyaktva deham punarjanma naiti mameti soarjana. Krishna says all my activities, taking birth, comes down from the spiritual planet to material world, from Goloka to Buloka. All these activities, even though if I come to material world, I am Sachitananda Vigraha. Krishna is still Sachitananda Vigraha. And these material activities or material forces or material potencies will not at all influence Krishna's appearance in the material world. He is not at all influenced by these material forces. He is always cognizant, Swarat, is independent, and he is Janmadi Asya means he is the creator, maintenance and annihilator. And for the intelligent person, the most intelligent person, who is Brahma, for him Krishna only has instructed the Vedas. Tene Brahma Hudaya Adi Kavaya. He is called Adi Kavi. He is the most intelligent person in the whole universe. For that most intelligent person, he has received Veda Dhyayana from Krishna only. So one who knows the transcendental pastimes of Krishna, for that person, he will not take birth in this material world. Instead, he goes to the kingdom of Godhead. But Krishna is celebrated, or Krishna is glorified and worshipped in different vernacular languages, in different states, in different places, by different persons. But the name includes the only one understanding that Krishna has all attractive. Like in Tamil Nadu, he is worshipped as Ranganatha or Perumal. In Andhra Pradesh, he worshipped as Balaji. In Karnataka, he is worshipped as Krishna in Udupi. And also in Maharashtra, he is worshipped as Vitala Panduranga. In Rajasthan, he is worshipped as Srinathji. In Gujarat, he is worshipped as Dwarkadesh. In Uttar Pradesh, in Ayodhya, he is worshipped as Rama. In Mathura, he is worshipped as Krishna. In different places, he is worshipped in vernacular languages, in different vernacular languages. And Buddhist people worship Krishna as Buddha. Like this, there are so many different names for Krishna in different places by different devotees. So Krishna displays so many pastimes with these different devotees. In Orissa, he is worshipped as Lord Jagannath, Lord Baladev, Subhadra. Different in Mathura, in Vrindavan, he is worshipped as Brajanandana, Nandanandana, Yashodanandana, and he is worshipped as cowherd boy. So different places, Krishna has multi names in different states, and is called and is addressed as different names by different people, different devotees. In Kerala, he is worshipped as Sananta Padmanabha and Guruvayur. See, so many names for Krishna and so many different incarnations. Ananta Koti Nama and Ananta Koti Avatara. In Brahma Samhita also it is explained that Ramadi Murtishu Kaleshu Nana Avatara. He has come as in different incarnations. Advaitam Achyutam Anadi Ananta Rupam. Adyam Purana Purusham Navayavvanam Cha Vedeshu Durlabha Adurlabha Atma Bhakto Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. So full 21 syllables sloka it is. In grammar it is said. In Chandas, Advaitam is one. Advaitam Achyutam. Achyutam means one who doesn't false. Advaitam Achyutam Anadi is the oldest. You cannot see in anywhere in the creation that Krishna's old Krishna's picture, like Krishna becoming old. He is always Navayavvanam. 6 feet 16 is, but still he is the oldest. That's the special quality of Krishna. Advaitam Achyutam Anadi Ananta Rupam. He has taken so many forms. Advaitam Achyutam Anadi Ananta Rupam. Adhyam Purana Purusham. Purana Purusham. He is the oldest person. Navayavvanam cha, but still is 16. Vedeshu Durlabha Adurlubham. If one Gnani wants to read, study, understand and follows the Vedas, he cannot understand. But if one Vedeshu Durlabha Adurlabham Atma Bhakta, if one has pure devotion to Krishna without any Haituki Apratihata. Haituki means one who expects some returns by doing devotion service. Ahaituki means no, he doesn't expect anything. No expectation. Expecting nothing, just only rendering pure devotion service. Apratihata means without any break, continuation, without any hurt. Even though hurdles comes, reversals comes, challenges comes, still the devotee continues devotion service. Still he continues. That is why in Bagavatam it says that, the Bagavatam it is mentioned that Savai Pumso Parodharma Adokshadam Ahaituki Apratihata Yenatma Suprasiddhati. Atma will get Suprasiddhati means he gets complete liberation, complete blissfulness, complete prasanna, anandam only by rendering parodharma, that is reading Srimad Bhagavatam, chanting the holy names of the Lord without any expectation and without any hindrances. He continues his bhakti. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. So, by summarizing this sloka, we can understand that the holy names of the Lord is the ultimate goal. Each and every soul, each and every citizen of the whole world should understand or should get awareness that by chanting the holy names of the Lord, one can attain the liberation from this material world, and also one can attain by rendering pure devotion service or attaining Krishna Prem, automatically liberation also comes on the way. There is no need to endeavor separately for this. So the Janmashtami is fast approaching now. So we request all the people, the devotees, and who have not at all taken up the devotion service, for them, please, it is a message for them to take up the Krishna consciousness and chant the holy names of the Lord, so that all our sinful activities, all our karmic reactions will be burnt like ashes as we go on chanting the holy names of the Lord every day. As the holy names enters into our heart through our ears, it nullifies all our anarthas. Like when firewood is burnt through fire, when wood is burnt through fire, it makes that wood into ashes at the end. Similarly, our wood-like anarthas in our heart will be cleansed, will be counteracted by chanting the holy names of the Lord. One may think that holy names are very simple and nothing is there in that holy names, but only if you experiment by chanting the holy names of the Lord, then you will realize that the power of holy names, and how many Westerners got transformed their heart by chanting the holy names of the Lord. By taking the association of devotees, they started chanting, and they themselves got transformed by realizing the sanctity of the holy names of the Lord, by the purity of the holy names of the Lord. The holy names are so powerful that it is even greater than the even greater than the lordships. It is so powerful. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama.